So this week's supposed to be really nice. It's supposed to be like almost 26 degrees Celsius, which is good for some people, not if you're working in it though. Okay, so I'm doing this backhoe flat, and like this is the weirdest place for a hole to be because it's such a thick part of the tire. Really can't believe that it's actually through, but apparently it is. So the thickest part of the tread, like I don't understand how that got in there, but sprayed the rest of the tire when I have my reamer in and the casing's not leaking, so it's just a straight through hole. Second call of the day. I woke up at 4 a.m. for a blown tire on Monday on the highway, so that should be an interesting short for you guys to watch. Let's patch this puppy up, see what's next. So this one is so deep that I actually can't use this one because it's basically that length. So what I'm gonna do is use my longer reamer and a longer plug and hammer it in because it's a very thick part of the tread. We'll check that she's good and she's holding. Just like that. Now, of course, just to be sure, I'm going to juice around the whole tire to make sure that the casing's not leaking. And just like that, I juiced the whole tire and it seems like it is good to go. Looks like a lot of people have been running their tires flat. The beads are just getting so destroyed. I don't know why, but it seems like that's just a trend. Nobody knows that if you drive your tire flat, that it just goes scrap. Got this one. It looks like just pull it right off here. Then we need to change this valve stem because it's been broken off. I guess someone tried to air it up or something, or maybe they hit something. Looks like they might have hit something. Just doing a little bit of everything today. It's an interesting day today. It's looking like this is the last call of the day. I didn't show you guys everything today, but it's been a long day and I'm tired. Got up at 4 a.m. and didn't expect that. So kind of went to bed at like 12:30, so I didn't get much sleep. But this tire was actually spraying sealant all over the place because it had a hole here. And then a deep hole here, which they tried to plug themselves, but they didn't really have long enough plugs, so I had to do that myself. You would think that sealant is a magical drug for the tires, but it's not. Sometimes it doesn't seal every single hole, especially when it's a high pressure, weird angle kind of hole. You might see a lot of the videos where like they puncture the tire and then they spin it and it seals it. Well, that's like science compared to field work. It's like completely different because these units sometimes sit for like a couple days before it's used, so that hole will not be sealed by the sealant anymore. I'm gonna go home and take a little nap. Probably won't take a nap, probably edit another video, but we have flat on a backhoe rear tire, and it looks like they were airing it up and then driving it flat, airing it up, driving it flat over and over because the bead is leaking pretty bad. I actually already took some of the air out, but you can tell that it's leaking pretty bad here, and see the big bubbles there. And it's a brand new tire. So because it's a brand new tire, we're gonna put sealant in it, roll it around a little bit, and take it for a little drive so that it works. Best tip in the world, don't break this bead until it's sitting on the ground. Otherwise, it'll break the whole bead and you'll never get it to take air. All right, so now that it's touching the ground, we don't have to deal with blasting it later. Friggin' airplanes around here, dude. Can't talk. Oy, oy, oy. Usually it's just a one tap, but I guess this one just doesn't like me. Whew. Makes for a good workout though, I'll tell you that much. Now that we're all worn out, it's time to put some steel in this thing. 10 liters. Now before I leave, I usually like to give it a little drive just to make sure that the sealant is working. That was a lot closer than it looks on video. So it has been extremely busy in the last couple days because it's starting to get nice and warm out. It's starting to go above 20 degrees. It's actually like 30 degrees right now, which it's a little bit too hot, but I'm dealing with it. So I've been doing a lot today, just haven't been able to record it, but we picked up a lot of sealant today. We ran out and it's going up in price. So we're trying to get it at the lowest price for our customers while we can. And we might have to store some extra and maybe make some room in the container, but we'll see what we do. Under all these tires is just a full floor of sealant. Now, everybody knows that your wallet probably sucks, so do I have just the deal for you guys? This video is sponsored by Exter Wallets, and you can get 25% off. Go to exter.com/thetiredoctor, and you can get yourself 25% off. These wallets are by far my favorite. It even comes with this cool little button here where you just flip it up bam. And the one that I got, you can open it up and you have 2 cards here, and then you got some colorful cash because I'm from Canada. So if you guys are looking for a wallet, the link will be in the description below. Go check it out. It helps the channel. Now we get to move all these sealant buckets all stacked up here. You might think that's easy work, and it's easier work than putting on tires, that's for sure, but you still gotta work on them shoulders. It was a 15,525 instead of a 1,424. So we had to bring this one back to where we picked it up from, and nobody has a size of 15.5. So basically what we're gonna do is they have a unit that they're going to take that tire off, and then we're gonna basically drive down with the tire and rim, switch it off, and then bring back the old one. So it's a lot of work. Not really a lot of work, it's just a lot of driving, but it's nice because it's actually really hot today and I don't really want to be working anyway. So I'm not mad. So place it down, then just try to go in, just push this one off. I'll stand it up and then we'll put it on so it's standing up. So, yeah. So maybe come around this side.
Okay.
A little gash right here. We can't take these ones off by hand because they're 16 ply and they have a short sidewall. So that's the only reason why. For one, I'm not going to patch that because I can't get it off the rim without like basically just dying. And the drop center is massive. So, and it looks like there's a little slice down here too. I'm not sure if that was leaking too, but we're just doing a little quick switch and then load it up, fork it onto my truck, and then go back to where I got this one from. So it's a new day and I've still yet to drop off that tire. It's like 11 o'clock, but it's just been call after call out in the east here. So we're at the Pickering Casino and looks like we have to replace these 2 tires because they have been driven flat and being destroyed. And also they're basically bald. So I mean, it's not so bad that they drove flat, but at the same time, I probably could have saved them. It's been like extremely hot this week. It's nice, but at the same time, it's a lot of hard work because you start sweating, and then I drink a lot more of my water now, so I might actually have to have a backup now in my truck. It's nice when they parked in the shade. It's very, very, very cool over here, so it's nice and windy today a little bit, so this one shouldn't be too hard. I also seem to keep forgetting to reload my Varsol, so I have to use soap and water, which doesn't work as well, but it'll do for now. Gonna need a headband and some sunscreen for this one. It's a year old. I wonder if it still works. It's the best time of the day to do this kind of job. 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Sun is baking you. You have to put all 8 of these tires on these skid steers. Tire dad dropped them off and he said that he'd rather me do them because he didn't want to do them. So that's what we're doing. He said it's not a rush, so I might take a little like 2 or 3 minute break in between, but it depends on how hot it gets out here. So instead of taking a break, I did them all the way through because I have to go on another call right now for a transport truck with a flat tire that's waiting to go somewhere. So at least I get a little break in the nice air conditioning on my way there. Ugh.